Merry friggin' Christmas. So today we're going to take a look at something that has me somewhat conflicted. Today we are talking about Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Before we get too far, hit the music. Now that is how you Christmas carol. So I know that some of you have been looking forward to Christmas for a really long time, and so you are really excited this week. And there really isn't anything wrong with that. I mean, I used to get super excited about Christmas when I was younger, but the more time I spend as a pastor, the more I feel like this when we hit the Christmas season.
So it begins.
Now I know some of you are probably thinking I'm just a lot of bah humbug and a whole lot of this.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
But I guess for me, I'm just looking around at how we celebrate Christmas and I'm left wondering if this is really what God had envisioned for us. I mean, there are a lot of churches and Christian circles who demand that we keep Christ in Christmas. But these are the same people who will cut their own Thanksgiving short so that they can partake in this craziness.
The mad dash into a Walmart store knocked shoppers to the ground near Grand Rapids, Michigan at 5 in the morning. Despite several people falling to the ground, shoppers charged ahead.
And that makes me wonder if instead of Christ, there are a lot of people who just are worshiping at the first church of capitalism. So I guess for me, it feels like Christ isn't actually the central figure of Christmas for people. It feels like Christ is more of Santa's tag-along.
I'm Santa Claus!
And I'm his friend Jesus!
Now even if you stay away from the Black Friday craziness, there are so many misconceptions we have in American Christianity about the Christmas story. But we hold on to these misconceptions so strongly, it makes me wonder if we actually care about the true story, or if we just like our own version more. Like the fact that Jesus was probably not born in December of the year 0. He was probably born in like the summer of 6 BC. So that Christmas in July thing is probably a whole lot more accurate than what we do. Or did you know that we don't actually know when or how many wise men showed up? And can I ask you what pine trees have to do with a Jewish boy being born in a Middle Eastern country? So after all these years of not being able to turn the seminary off, I can't help but wonder if people are just stuck with this really simplistic view of the Christmas story.
Dear Lord baby Jesus.
Dear tiny infant Jesus. Dear 8-pound, 6-ounce newborn infant Jesus.
And whenever I hear people who get overly defensive about keeping Christ in Christmas, especially when they're not particularly Christian any other time out of the year, I can't help but think that they're a lot like this.
Look, I like the Christmas Jesus best, and I'm saying grace.
Look, I like the baby version the best.
And that has me genuinely concerned about people coming up with other really bad imagery of Jesus.
I like to picture Jesus in a tuxedo t-shirt.
I like to picture Jesus as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Now hear me, I love a lot about Christmas. I love getting together with my friends and my family. I love giving and receiving gifts. And I love being able to spend the day with people. And I genuinely enjoy the energy that's in the worship services around this time of year. But we act like this American ideal of a consumeristic Christmas was the highest holy day God had ever envisioned for us. And we do that all while ignoring the importance of Easter for our faith. Because without the resurrection, there is no Christianity. And because of how focused we are on consuming Christmas, I get really frustrated this time of year.
Hallelujah!
I really do want to see everyone joyfully celebrating Christmas. I want to see people celebrating passionately. I want to see people who are able to celebrate with their friends and family. And I want to see people who reflect on the birth of God incarnate. And if you want to help me be less of a Grinch, show me how Christ has changed your life year-round and not just in December. Because if that happens, then this will happen.
That the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me. In either case, I'd love to hear from you, so go ahead and post in the comments down below. If you've liked what I've said, go ahead and hit the thumbs up down below, the subscribe banner down below, or both. And remember, I love you and there is nothing you can do about it. P.S. Merry Christmas.